your loved one has dementia and their symptoms is getting worse in the evening and you don't know what's going on with them, my name is Abby Zachariah. Today we're going to be talking about sundowning. So sundowning is something that we can also call late day confusion. What that means is people who are living with dementia, when the weather gets darker in the evening, they start having increased agitation, changing behavior, increase in confusion, and a lot of studies have been done about what is causing sundowning in dementia and Alzheimer's, and most studies came up with the change in weather from light to dark. That when it's darker, it's causing all the symptoms that the family are seeing or the caregivers are seeing, and someone who was able to be more understanding what's going on during the day, but towards the evening they might be having a hard time even just following instruction. Like I mentioned earlier, they might be having increased agitation. So sundowning is a state of changing condition that we see in individual living with dementia or Alzheimer's that can cause increased agitation, confusion, and anxiety, and also overall change in behavior from what we see during the day. As the day is transitioning into evening, we started seeing these changes. And here are some things that someone can do to help to manage the sundowning. Number one, anticipate that sundowning is going to happen. During the day, be more proactive. You plan ahead. One of the things that we teach our caregivers at Cherished Hands in part of our dementia training is that when it's like 4, 5 o'clock, if you want someone with dementia changing to their nightgown or carry on their evening routine, we might start a little earlier before evening time. So this is part of planning ahead and also being understanding and just know that this is going to happen. It helps the family and it's also helped the primary caregivers to plan ahead overall to make sure that when the sundowning happens, there's no much needed that we need to do for the client or the patient during that time, that the less interaction we have during the evening, the better it is for them. Number two, create a positive environment. And what this means is, like having like relaxing and comfortable environment. And in our previous video, I've mentioned how we can use music, reducing noise during the evening time. We can use like essential oil to just kind of like providing that relaxing and calming environment. And some light will be helpful because what studies have shown is that the sundowning happen because of the darkness that happening in the evening. So a little bit of light will be helpful so it's not so dark all of a sudden, like transitioning from that day and slowly into the nighttime. And also part of creating this positive environments is to having a nighttime routine. Like I mentioned earlier, if we want to get them started early, maybe get into a nightgown or do some nighttime routine right before dinner, all those could be helpful. Number three, having activities during the day. I cannot stress this enough. Even for anyone, activities is so important, especially for individuals with dementia and Alzheimer's. And if they have a lot of activities during the day, by the time they get to evening time, they're a little more tired. So that could decrease agitation. Having activities during the day will also help them to sleep better at night. And you can watch on our previous video. I have a whole video that talks about different activities we can do to engage someone living with Alzheimer or dementia. Number four, be mindful of diet and medications. There's certain medications that's supposed to be given in the evening, like diuretics, like Lasix, also known as furosemide, or any medication that could make someone go to the bathroom often. And also limit caffeine intake, sugar intake after 5. because if there's all this caffeine and sugar on board, they get more energy. That could also increase their agitation. And if we limit fluid intake too after 5, that decreases the amount of time that they run into the bathroom during the night, because with sundowning, it makes it hard for the direction. So having a limited fluid intake and reduction in caffeine and sugar intake after 5 will be very crucial. Number 5, get support. Cherished specialize in-home care support, and also we specialize in dementia care. So having a support from an expert like us or any other resources will be helpful. And to learn more about how you can work with us, go to cherishedhands.net.